Hey everybody, it's Emily, the Crazy Worm Lady. I am here today with our sand versus eggshell bins for an update. I actually have it backwards. This is eggshell, this is sand, and I wanted to see how they were getting along. I honestly don't remember what we fed, and I didn't look back to pay attention, so we're gonna find out. But first, let's just search around here. Just trying to see if we spot any cocoons. This eggshell bin was a little bit more moist than the other one for some reason. They seem to alternate. The lid was not dripping, but it definitely had some condensation on it. But the sand one did not. This smells super earthy, and that looks like a baby worm. Oh, that's great. I'm not immediately spotting any cocoons, but I see worms here and there. But the material looks really nice, and so that's encouraging. It's another worm over here. And again, guys, if you missed the beginning of this experiment, I started with 50 worms, mature worms in each bin. And we're running them identically. And this is where we fed last week. So let's see what we fed since I can't remember. Whatever it is, it feels slimy. Oh, banana. Worm favorite. They seem quite happy down there. They've picked this banana clean. It looks like there's some springtails, some baby worms. All of that's really encouraging. A lot of babies, like small worms. So that's always a good sign. I'm thinking maybe we could spot a cocoon over here, but still not seeing any. But I'm wondering if there's some more worms down in this corner, since that's where probably some of those juices from the banana were released. But I'm not really even seeing any more worms right here. There's that one little guy. But this material is looking really nice, and they've picked this skin clean. So I'll bury it back up because we will have to feed these guys again, it looks like. And shake my hand off here. And let's take a peek in the sand bin. I see some sprouts in this one, which is kind of funny. I don't know what that's from. But we will take a look around like we did in our eggshell bin. Again, I'm not seeing any cocoons immediately. But again, since I was seeing baby worms over in the eggshell bin, I feel certain there's cocoons that I'm obviously not spotting. But it's always fun to spot them, so I try to look around at least, see if we can identify any. But you can see a lot of castings in here. You know, we started with some coconut core, which is much more brown. And you can see some flecks of that brown, but you also see those darker flecks that are more dark brown, almost black. And it's kind of a finer, less coarse material. And then, of course, there's some paper and things like that, but they're working through it. It's getting processed, so I'm impressed all around. doesn't look like I'm going to spot any cocoons. Unless, is that one? Right? Nope. Little worm hanging out in there. But I'm not seeing cocoons, and that's fine. Seeing babies is good enough. That's an indication enough to me that they're reproducing. So, okay, again, down here is where we fed. And we know now that it was banana. Oh my god, guys, this I think is a really big worm ball. I can't tell yet, but I feel... That's what I was feeling. Ooh, hooray. And again, you see some of those babies down there. Lots of mature worms. And again, they've picked this clean. And this was not just a skin. This was like a half of a banana. So, oh, I'm really encouraged to see babies in both bins. The worms working through the food really quickly. Excellent. So I'll bury this back up in the corner. Definitely with fruit, make sure you bury it. And I'm just going to mix this up a little bit. I'll do the same in the other bin. And see, there's condensation in this bin as well as this one, but only the eggshell had the lid with condensation. But this is going to get way too long if I don't quickly get my food and put it in here. I get so mesmerized. So let me grab a little something and we'll get these guys fed up. Alright, so I added a half of a navel orange to both of these bins. This is going along with my theme lately of lots of citrus, since I don't learn my lesson, and when I buy in bulk they end up rotting on me. But anyway, it's a story for another day. I'm going to start over here because I have some sand, and this is my sand bin, so I'm just going to sprinkle this liberally across the entire surface here. I'll mix that in. And I'm also going to add a little bit of my neem cake because I'm seeing mites. So that's half of the scoop. I'm going to put the other one over here real quick. Because since this is citrus, we run the risk of the bugs proliferating. So I put that half of an orange in here, and I'll top it with this bedding. And, oh, I have to add the eggshell first. Hold on here. Let me get my eggshell. And we will do half a scoop again, liberally. Across the top, I'll mix it in. And then I'll top it with some bedding. Okay, so let me move this stuff out of the way so I can not be shaking around on you guys. So I'm just going to push this, and I'm going to actually turn it face down. And then I'm going to use this bedding as well as some of these existing castings to cover it up. And then I'll level out the surface so that the worms can move in. I'll mix some of the rest of the eggshell in a little bit. And I think because that's very wet fruit, I won't add any water, especially since there was some condensation. Here's one of those sweet potato peels. Bury that back up. And I'll lay this here across the top. And we'll do the same over here. Turn the orange slice face down. Bury it up with the bedding and some of the existing castings. And then level out the rest. Again, another sweet potato skin. I will move my marker over here. And we will use our piece of paper to top it off. So, both of our bins identical. I'm trying to be as scientific as possible here, so we'll leave it for another week, and we're just going to continue in this method until the bin maybe gets a third of the way full, and then we will do a harvest, count cocoons, count worms, or weigh worms, probably weigh. I highly doubt I'm going to count them all, but that will be, you know, the end of the experiment. But I think we have a good long time before we're going to reach that point, because we're really going slow and methodical. But I think they're going to love the fruit, so we will give it a week, and I'll be back with you guys for an update. So let me know what you think. Drop your comments below. Like this video, subscribe if you'd like some more content from me, and I'll be back with you guys real soon for an update.